Hey gang, David Gupple, Thinker Farmer here. Today is a very unusual YouTube video I'm posting, potentially. And normally my videos are about farming. This video is a diversion from farming because a few days ago my mom passed away. And there were some important thoughts I had, and I thought I would share them on the YouTube channel. And with the realization that a lot of success in life has more to do than just farming. In other words, it's not just about success in farming and farm business is spillover from other aspects of your life. And I also wanted to honor my mother. She's been a great mom, a great lady, and God's word tells us in Proverbs 31, and I'm just going to read one verse from it. It's in regards to a virtuous woman. It says, "Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her." A virtuous woman is essentially someone of character, and that's what my mom was, and I want to honor her today. So there's really three focal points of my mom's life, three important ages in her life that I want to simply and briefly mention and go over. One of them was when she was at the age of 8, and just before her 9th birthday, her mother died, and she went through a great loss. Today I'm grieving my mom, but I'm in my late 20s. She lost her mom when she was only a little kid. And the second age was 27, and my mom's mom died when she was 27. My mom actually believed that at that age she was going to pass as well. My mom never expected that she would live on to the age of nearly 72, which I think, coincidentally or not, you invert the 27, you get the age 72. And 3 different ages, one as a kid, one as a young adult, and then one just before right when she passed. And some of the lessons I see that are worth taking away for myself today, and also for anybody on the journey of life. First thing, as a little kid, my mom definitely had the opportunity to blame herself or wallow in self-pity at the loss of her parents, because her mother died and her father moved on and her grandparents raised her. It would have been easy at that time to feel very defeated in life and to allow that to continue on in her life. But that was not what my mom chose. She decided instead that she was going to outlive defeat. And from then on, she lived her life through her teen years and early 20s. She lived her life to the fullest. And she was a very driven, a very focused individual. She came to know the Lord in her teen years, and she fully expected that she would pass at the age of 27. And when she didn't, she was shocked. And there was a transition in my mom's life. Her grandmother that raised her always said that mom went from being a driven individual, constantly pushing herself, to something completely different. And I believe what that was my mom at the age of 27 decided that from then on she was going to let God's Spirit lead her as an individual. She was no longer going to push her way through life. And well, she did work diligently and hard through those years afterwards. She yielded the time of her life, her years, to God, and she also was able to release the trials and the hurt that she had gone through growing up and overcome it. And there's another passage in the Bible. It's found in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16, that says, "Redeeming the time because the days are evil." And in that passage, time is not referring to the time of day. Time is referring to trials. It's basically like saying, what a trying time I'm going through today. And I must confess that you look over my mom's life from her childhood age, she had several trials and trying times in her life that she had to make a decision. She was either going to become overwhelmed and fall and quit during, or she was going to have to mature and grow through the crucible of those challenges and trials. And my mom made the decision that she was going to go ahead and yield her time to God and go ahead and live through the trials that God had given her with grace and faith. And I think it's almost coincidental that instead of passing at 27 like her mother did, God gave her till she was almost 72. And finally, and this is kind of my closing thought, when she got to the end and she went through another very tough health trial, she got to the end and said, you know what, it's my time to pass. My work here is done. And she went ahead and released her time and her life on earth. And it was a seamless transition. There was no strain, there was no stress over leaving this earth. My mom had complete peace over it, and she went ahead and passed on into eternity. And to just briefly recap, every individual in their life is going to have certain crucial times and trials. But what defines us as individuals is not the trials we face. It's how we proactively respond to them, and whether we choose to overcome and yield our concerns and cares to God and grow through those trials. And so with that, Thinker Farmer is going to sign off and wish you all a blessed day.